Good day, everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you a game called Battle Masters. This game came out in 1992 from Milton Bradley, and it is for 2 or 4 players. Now, Battle Masters is one of the largest games ever created as far as a board game goes. This game has a mat that's about 4.5 to 5.5 feet in size. It comes with over 125 miniatures. It has bases. It has well over 100 different types of tokens. This game is huge in scope. The object of this game is you are going to be trying to defeat your opponent's army. There's 2 armies that you're going to be having to choose from. You can also choose to do a campaign mode that this game has, and that will give you some extra little rewards as well. So let me go ahead and show you this massive game. Okay, everybody, this is the battle map or the battle tabletop thing, and as you can tell, it's pretty big. Just so you guys have an idea how big this is, this map has been placed on a king-size bed. You'll see that there's these little hexagonal spaces over here. Moving from one to the other, like this, counts as one space. There are also roads, and there is a river over here. The basic thing with the roads is that you cannot place any kind of tiles on there or any hedges. And as far as the river goes, you're not able to cross the river unless you cross one of these ford places over here, as you can see. And there are some tiles that you can place on the river that will allow you to ford over it as well. Now, when you're setting up the pieces for a regular game, you're going to use the back 2 rows over here to place your pieces. And you can either play from this side to that side, or you can go from that side over to that side. So you can play either direction. These are tiles that you can place on the battle map. If you place this tile on the river, this will allow you to ford over the river. If you place this is a marsh. If you place this on the board, no unit will be able to move on here. It's basically an unpassable unit. This is the ditch tile. If you get attacked across the fortification over here while you're in there, you will be able to roll 1 die more, and your attacker will have to roll 1 die less. This does not apply to attacking archers. These here are your dice. There's 3 different things on the dice over here. You're going to have a shield, you're going to have a skull, and then you're going to have nothing. Now, when you roll the dice and you're attacking, you're going to try to see if you can get these skulls. For every skull that you roll, you're going to score a hit on the enemy that you are attacking. Now, if you are defending, you're going to want to roll this. This is your shield. If you roll a shield, that is going to negate one of the hits per shield that you roll. So if your enemy rolls and he rolls 2 skulls, you're going to get hit twice. But if you end up rolling 2 shields, that will negate these 2 hits. This is your skull token. You're going to be placing this on a unit that has been hit. Anytime a unit gets hit, you're just going to place 1 skull token on it. These are your elite tokens. One is for the Imperial side, one's for the Chaos side. You're going to be using these tokens during the campaign mode. If you end up surviving one of the campaign battles, you're going to receive one of these tokens, and that's going to add to your attack power, I believe. These here are your hedge tiles. There's 4 of these. Basically what this does is this is kind of like an impassable fence. So if you place this on the battle map and you're over here, you're not going to be able to go over to the next space if this is in the way. This does not help with attack or defense. These here are your Battle Masters cards. You're going to be using these cards throughout the game. What you're going to do is you're going to flip the card over, and whatever card shows up, in this case it is the Chaos Army, and you're going to be able to go ahead and attack with the figures that are on here. And then you're going to keep on doing that, and that'll tell you who's going to attack next and with what. The cards have pictures on them, but they won't really tell you what they are, so you kind of have to memorize them. For example, these are goblins and orcs. These are goblins, beastmen, and wolf riders. The ogre champion is over here, lord knights, etc. This is the tower. The tower can be placed anywhere on the battle map except on a road or a river. If a unit takes over the tower, they are going to go on top of it, and they will receive 1 extra die when attacking or defending. If someone tries to attack them, they are going to have to roll 1 less die. Special forces and cavalry cannot go on the tower. Also, the mighty cannon can destroy the tower with 3 hits. There are 2 different armies that you're going to be able to choose from. You have the Chaos Army over here, and then you have the Imperial Army over here. Now, there are 4 different classes of fighters for both sides. You have your infantry, your cavalry, your archers, and then your special forces. If you look, you will see that there is a number and then the name of the fighters that are on here. The number basically represents how many dice you're going to throw, whether you are attacking or defending with him. And it also tells you how many hits he can take before he dies. So if this guy gets hit 5 times, he is going to die. And also, if you end up taking a hit, you're going to end up rolling 1 less die per hit that you take. So if you end up taking 2 hits during battle, on the next time you attack or defend with him, you're going to roll 3 dice. These are the specials for both sides of the army. You have the Mighty Cannon over here, and then you have the Ogre Champion over here, and I'll explain how those guys work here. Okay, right here, these are your cavalry right over here. On the Imperial side, you have your Imperial Knight and your Lord Knights. And on the other side, you have your Champions of Chaos and the Wolf Riders. Basically, these guys move 1 space, and they are also able to attack on their turn if they get chosen, so they can move and attack. There are a couple of cards in the Battle Masters cards that will give them some extra powers if they get chosen. These are your infantry over here. On the Imperial side, you have your men-at-arms, and on the Chaos side, you've got your goblins, you've got your orcs, you've got your Chaos warriors, and you have your beastmen. Basically, if these guys get chosen, you're going to be able to attack and move all in the same turn. And finally, you have your Imperial archers and your Chaos archers over here. The Imperial archers also have the crossbowmen, and then you just have your Chaos archers over here. Now, with the archers, you will be able to move or attack. You can't do both. If you decide to attack with the archers, you will be able to actually you will be able to shoot for someone that is 2 spaces over. With the crossbowman, it's 3 spaces. Also, you can shoot over any obstacles. Okay, so here's how the Mighty Cannon works. When you get the Mighty Cannon, you're going to go ahead and choose any target that is within 8 spaces or less to shoot from. So let's say the Mighty Cannon decides to target this guy. What he's going to do is he's going to place a target on him like so, and then he is going to go ahead and draw from these cannon tiles. So basically, here we go. We're going to go ahead and start, and we have a bouncing cannon. So basically what this means is you're going to place this tile somewhere, and this is going to take 1 hit because it's adjacent to it. This is going to go ahead and take 1 hit, and anything that is on this space is also going to take 1 hit. So we continue. Now we have a flying cannonball. This doesn't affect anything, but it does continue movement. So let's say we go ahead and put that there. Draw the next one. We have another flying cannonball. That is great. So we'll go ahead and put that there. So I only have to draw 1 more, and we have an explosion. Now, if you draw the explosion, then this is basically going to blow up wherever it lands. And if it ends up blowing up next to the cannon is going to be destroyed. But in this case, this has gone ahead and hit these guys. So you will turn the target tile over, boom, and then these guys will go ahead and be destroyed. Now, an explosion tile does not have to be the one that ends up hitting these guys. It just has to be a cannon tile. Now, the Mighty Cannon over here can also attack the tower if it so chooses. If it ends up hitting the tower is going to receive a rubble token. If the Mighty Cannon manages to hit the thing 3 times, they're going to receive 3 rubble tokens, and the tower and anything on top of the tower is going to be destroyed. Now we go to the Ogre Champion, which is over there. The Ogre Champion has these cards that he is going to draw, and he's going to turn them over. At this point, the Ogre Champion has not been hit yet, so he's going to draw all of these cards. And these cards, these are going to tell him to move or attack. If he gets a move, he's just going to simply move to one of the spaces adjacent to him. If he gets an attack, he's going to go ahead and attack one of the units that are next to him. So let's just go ahead and do this. Here we got a card, and it says Ogre moves. So I'll go ahead and move the Ogre, say, over here. We draw again, and now it says Ogre attacks. So Ogre's going to go ahead and say attack the Mighty Cannon and knock the cannon down to 1 power. He goes again, and he has an Ogre move. So now he's got a move. Let's say the Ogre moves here. Goes again, he has an Ogre attack, so let's say he goes and attacks the cannon again, and now the cannon is dead because it's been taking 2 hits. So we continue. The Ogre goes ahead and moves over here, and then finally the Ogre goes and attacks, and he goes ahead and hits these archers and hits them for 1. Now anytime the Ogre takes any damage, he's going to draw 1 card less for any skull tiles that he has on him. So if he ends up having 1 skull tile on him, he's going to draw 5 cards instead of 6. We have here the Imperial Army. This is the Imperial Knights and the Lord Knights. So I'm going to go ahead and pick one of these guys to move or to attack with. So let's say I've got these guys and I'll attack with them. They are a 4. These guys are a 2. These are the archers. So I'll go ahead and start. I'll roll. and I've rolled for 1 hit. And now I'll go ahead and roll for the archers. And the archers have not gotten anything, so they're going to get a skull token right over here. So now I'll be able to move a Imperial Knight over here as well. So I'll choose this guy. Let's say I choose to attack this one. So he is a 5, and I'm attacking with a 4. So I'll go ahead and roll. And I've rolled 3 skulls, which is really, really good. So I'll roll the other guy. Let's see what he gets. He does not get any shields, so I'm going to hit this guy for 3 right here. Now, the card that I drew, I can go ahead and attack with all of the units that are represented here. So every single one of the cavalry I'll be able to attack with. So I already attacked with 2 of them. So let's say I decide to move this guy, I'll move him over 1, and then these guys I'll move over 1 as well, like that. And that will end my turn with that. So, okay, so next I've gone ahead and drawn this. So these are the Wolf Riders over here, and this says ×2, so I will be able to move these guys 2 spaces. So let's find those Wolf Riders. Okay, we got 2 over here. I'm going to go ahead and move this guy over here and attack these horses right here. I'll start there. So this is 2, he has 4, so I will roll 2 for the Wolf Riders. I've gotten 1 hit on the horses. See what I get for the horses. I've rolled 1 shield, so nothing will happen as far as that goes. All right, so let's see where the other Wolf Rider is. He is right here. So let's say I'm going to go ahead and move here, whatever, and I'm going to attack this guy. So I'll roll for 2 dice. I got 1 hit. I'll roll for defense, and nothing, so this guy will go ahead and receive the skull tile, and he is now down to 3. So in this case, I've drawn the Champions of Chaos, and now they are going to be able to add an extra die to their army. So I can move and attack, and I'm going to go ahead and attack these guys because I've already got 2 hits, so I'm going to attack them. So now, since I've been hit 3 times, I'll have 2 dice that I can roll, but I have the extra. So now I'll go ahead and roll, and nothing. So nothing basically happens as far as that goes. Okay, let's just say I'm the goblins over here and I decide to attack these archers. Since I'm on top of the tower, these guys will receive an extra die, so they'll go for 3. These guys will also roll 3 since they are not attacking, so let's go ahead and roll. Alright, a shield I've gotten for these guys, so nothing is going to. One other thing, let's say you end up getting use of the Champions of Chaos and the Chaos Warriors over here. You can attack this guy with both of them. So this guy could attack him, and then after that's resolved, you can attack him with as well. So you can do some double teaming and maybe even some triple teaming as far as that goes. And basically, the game is just going to keep going on like this, and you're just going to keep on fighting each other, and whoever ends up defeating the army is going to win. So my thoughts on Battle Masters. Okay, well, first of all, one of the big things about this game is the sheer size of it. This game is absolutely ginormous. It is huge. That is one of the main appeals of this game is the size. As far as the gameplay goes, I would give it a little bit above average. The gameplay is simple enough. You're not going to be getting like any kind of Axis and Ally strategy with this game. You're just basically going to be moving and then rolling the dice and trying to defeat your opponent. You will have a few things that you can choose from as far as adding to your attack or your defense, and just trying to move your pieces around to try to increase your chances of winning. Of course, the Ogre Champion and the Mighty Cannon definitely add a different element to this game, and it's really cool to have those pieces. I guess one of the downsides to this game is that it takes a long time to set this game up. I mean, if you're having to put together all of the miniatures with the bases and stuff, it can take you a little while. What we do is we just put the different sets in bags, and we've probably got about 25 bags or so, and that makes it a little bit easier to go ahead and set up the game. The other thing is too is you have to have something large enough to play the game on because of the size of the mat. We actually have a kitchen table that's pretty big, and the mat is just a little bit too big for it. But that's okay because but most people play this game on the floor, and that's totally cool. But as far as this game goes, I would definitely pick this up if you see it at a thrift store. This game goes for about $80 to $100 on eBay. As far as maybe purchasing it, this might be a game you might like, but again, this isn't a game that is going to completely blow you out of the water as far as the gameplay. However, the size and the scope and all the pieces and stuff, that's a pretty big plus for it. But anyway, that's my review on Battle Masters. You all have a great day. Take care.